afternoon, and welcome to the inaugural ceremony of the University of Toledo's 17th President, Dr. Sharon L. Gaber. Our processional into the arena will be led by the Grand Marshal, International Flag Bearers, Dr. Gaber, members of the University of Toledo Board of Trustees, Platform Party, past presidents, delegates, faculty, emeriti faculty, and students. We will begin our ceremony with the presentation of the flags of the United States and the University of Toledo. This will be led by the Pershing Rifles Color Guard of our University of Toledo Army ROTC. The presentation of the flags will be followed by the processional.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in opening our ceremony with the singing of the national anthem, led by the University of Toledo Concert Chorale. Members of the University of Toledo Pershing Rifles Color Guard will present the colors. Gentlemen in academic regalia should remove their headdress. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Toledo and to the inauguration of Dr. Sharon L. Gaber as UT's 17th president. My name is Jeff Cole, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees of the University of Toledo. It has been an honor for me to lead the planning for this occasion on behalf of our board, but it pales in comparison to the honor of casting my vote to hire Dr. Gaber to lead our university. She is already proving to be a transformational leader. Today is a historic one for our university. A change in the presidency of any institution brings with it a new perspective and a new path forward, and that is especially true for the University of Toledo, as there is so much promise ahead and opportunity ahead for our students, faculty, staff, and alumni body. As an alumnus, I'm pleased to see the turnout from the university community, particularly from our faculty and our students. Inauguration is a tradition in higher education not all have an opportunity to witness, especially our students, and I hope today's events help heighten your affection for this great university. I'm also excited to see so many members of the Toledo community with us today. This is your university, and you'll find no more eager partner than UT to join with you to advance this region in the years ahead. To that end, I'd like to thank State Representative Michael Ashford, State Representative Mike Duffy, State Representative Robert McCauley, Toledo Mayor Paula Hicks Hudson, President of the Lucas County Commissioners, Tina Skeldon-Wozniak, Lucas County Commissioner Carol Contrada, Toledo City Council President Stephen Steele and the members of the Toledo City Council, Board President Bob Vasquez and members of the Toledo Public School Board, and all other government and elected officials here with us today. Thank you for being here. It is now my distinct pleasure to recognize the members of our platform party. I would like to begin with my colleagues on the University of Toledo's Board of Trustees who share so much time and amazing talent with this institution. Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. First, Ms. Sharon Spire, Chairwoman of the Board. Mr. Stephen Kavanaugh, Vice Chair. Mr. Joseph H. Zerby IV, immediate past Chairman and the current Chairman of the Board's Finance and Audit Committee. Dr. S. Amjad Hussain, Chairman of the Academic and Student Affairs Committee. Our newest trustee, Ms. Mary Ellen Pisanelli, whose wisdom and insight is already making an impact. Mr. Gary Thiemann, Chairman of the Clinical Affairs Committee. And our student trustees, Mr. Daniel Arndt and Ms. Anna Crisp. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to recognize several special guests and participants in today's ceremony. First, Dr. Kristen Keith, Grand Marshal and President of the Faculty Senate. The Honorable John Kerry, Chancellor of the Ohio Department of Higher Education. The Honorable Gary Cates, Senior Vice Chancellor of the Ohio Department of Higher Education. Mr. Cody Spoon, President of the Student Government. Ms. Catherine Martineau, President of the University of Toledo Alumni Association International Board of Trustees. And Mr. Gary Leidick, President of the University of Toledo Foundation Board of Trustees. Thank you. Next, I will introduce the members of the university's senior leadership team. I'll ask them to stand as their names are called, and please hold your applause until the rest of the platform party has been recognized. First, Mr. John Barrett, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. David Morlock, Executive Vice President and CEO of the University of Toledo Medical Center. Dr. Christopher Cooper, Executive Vice President for Clinical Affairs and Dean of the College of Medicine and Life Sciences. Mr. Matthew Schroeder, Chief of Staff to the President. Dr. Kay Patton Wallace, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Frank Calzanetti, Vice President for Governmental Affairs. Mr. William McCreary, Vice President and Chief Information and Technology Officer. Mr. Samuel McCrimmon, Vice President for Advancement. Dr. William Messer, Vice President for Research. Mr. Michael O'Brien, Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics. Go Rockets. Mr. Peter Papademos, Vice President and General Counsel. Ms. Jovita Thomas-Williams, Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer. And Mr. Charles Leonard, Vice President for Corporate Relations. And the deans of the university, Dr. Gary Inch, Dean, College of Business Administration. Ms. Deborah Davis, Dean, College of Communication and the Arts. Dr. Virginia Kyle, Interim Dean, Judith Herb College of Education. Dr. Nagi Naganathan, Dean, College of Engineering. Dr. Christopher Ingersoll, Dean, College of Health Sciences. Dr. Jamie Barlow, Dean, College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences. Mr. D. Benjamin Barros, Dean, College of Law. Dr. Karen Bjorkman, Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Kelly Phillips, Interim Dean, College of Nursing. Dr. Johnny Early II, Dean, College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Dr. Thomas Gutteridge, Dean, College of Social Justice and Human Service. Dr. Patricia Komanecki, Vice Provost and Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Dennis Letman, Dean, College of Adult and Lifelong Learning. And Dr. Julie Fisher-Kinney, Acting Dean, U College. And finally, we're glad to be joined by Dr. Rebecca Schneider, Chair of the Graduate Council. Thank you all for your leadership and experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Ms. Sharon Spire, Chair of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Trustee Cole, and a special thanks to all of you for joining in today's celebration. I've been working closely with President Gaber since she was announced as University of Toledo's new leader in March, and it is now my distinct honor and pleasure to formally welcome her to the University of Toledo on the day of her inauguration as our 17th president. The role of a university president in the 21st century requires a unique set of skills. In addition to their commitment to advancing the education of the next generation of thinkers and the creators of new knowledge, presidents must be diplomats, communicators, fundraisers, leaders, collaborators, sports fans, and partners. Likewise, they must be able to honor the past while managing the challenges facing higher education today and in the future. Institutions of higher education play such an important role in their communities, and Toledo is no exception. The University of Toledo, our university, touches all aspects of society, including education and healthcare, research, economic development, and cultural enrichment. As we celebrate the University of Toledo today, we honor our tradition, we recognize our commitment to collaboration, and we look forward to a future of transformation. The university, which the Board of Trustees has asked Dr. Gaber to lead, has a dynamic and rich past, and there's no doubt that our future will be vibrant. Founded in 1872, this university has been known over the course of its history by 4 different names, each representative of the success and challenges of the time. And not included in those transitions was the most fundamental and transformational of university changes, UT's 2006 merger with the Medical University of Ohio. While the effort was the work of thousands, the 2 men who led and championed the cause are here with us today. The University of Toledo's 15th president, Dr. Daniel Johnson, and his successor, UT's 16th president, Dr. Lloyd Jacobs. It was their collaboration and Dr. Jacobs' leadership in the following years that created a university stronger than the sum of its component parts. And it is upon this elevated foundation that the Board of Trustees has asked President Gaber to build the next era for the University of Toledo. In Dr. Gaber, we have a passionate leader who puts students first and is dedicated to ensuring their success. She is an academic who is committed to supporting the research and scholarship of our talented faculty. And UT's 17th president is a true community partner, eager to strengthen those existing ties and form new relationships with UT donors and collaborate with organizations that will further enhance this university, this city, and our region. We as members of the University of Toledo community have the distinct honor and obligation to ensure that our university's potential energy is unleashed. The impact of a fully engaged public research university in a community is difficult to overstate. I grow more and more inspired each time I hear President Gaber talk about the interconnected future she envisions between UT and the region. And when you hear her vision to elevate the University of Toledo as a premier institution of higher education, you too will be exhilarated about the future of UT and our community. We have the leader in place, but as we all know, one person cannot do it alone. We have so many opportunities to make a difference. My colleagues and I are excited about the university's future, and I'm confident you will share our enthusiasm under Dr. Gaber's leadership. At this time, I'd like to ask Student Government President Cody Spoon to come forward and give his greetings on behalf of the students.
Good afternoon. My name is Cody Spoon, and I am the Student Government President. This is my third year attending the University of Toledo, and I can honestly say that the atmosphere on campus is at an all-time high. From the excited buzz of students that I witness every day in Centennial Mall, to students' engagement throughout campus, to the high-profile success of our football team, I truly believe that UT possesses a level of optimism and energy that will allow each and every one of us to achieve greatness. I have no doubt that our school spirit has been lifted by the welcoming of a new president who resonates approachability and optimism. To the students who have not met Dr. Gaber yet, I strongly encourage you to do so. In my interactions with her since July, I can already gather that she is very student-oriented, and I'm looking forward to working alongside her to provide the greatest student experience possible. From helping students move in before the start of the fall semester, to spending time with students before athletic events, Dr. Gaber has already established a reputation for being very personable, which is an attribute I predict will be key to her success at this university. As a token of our respect and appreciation, the student body of the University of Toledo would like to present you with this class face. It's up here. In addition, student government has sponsored the creation of 2 banners that have been signed by faculty, staff, and students that were visible along the procession route. In closing, and on behalf of the student body, it is my honor to say, Dr. Gaber, welcome to the University of Toledo.
At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Kristen Keith, Grand Marshal and President of the Faculty Senate, to provide greetings on behalf of the faculty.
On behalf of Faculty Senate and all members of the University of Toledo faculty, we are thrilled to take part in today's celebration of the University of Toledo and our 17th president, Dr. Sharon Gaber. The theme of today's inauguration is tradition, collaboration, and transformation. It's a most appropriate theme. It speaks to UT's strong foundation and its bright future, to our relationships with the community, and to the opportunities within our reach. In my conversations with many faculty on both campuses, there is an energy and excitement for the path that we will take under Dr. Gaber's leadership. The theme also speaks to the role that faculty play at UT and at universities across the country and spanning the globes for centuries. You see us today in our robes. Tradition has defined the colors on our hoods to denote our alma maters and our individual disciplines of study. The shape and length of our robes and hoods represent our degrees. but our most enduring tradition transfers through our instruction and scholarship the knowledge we pass on to students so they may navigate and advance our society. We stand on the shoulders of those scholars who came before us so that our students can do the same for generations to come. Teaching and learning is, by its nature, a collaborative process. The days of individuals making discoveries on their own are over. The creation of new knowledge through research and scholarship is accomplished with the wisdom of our peers and the energy of our students. And finally, I believe there is no process more fundamentally transformative than earning an education. Some of the greatest achievements of the professoriate come from the lives we have touched and help point towards positive futures. Our gift to President Gaber also reflects her inauguration theme: tradition, collaboration, and transformation. Over the course of UT history, dating back to 1884, when it became a municipal institution, the university has had 7 official seals. 4 are from the main campus. Among other things, they commemorate the dedication of University Hall, as well as the transformation of UT from a municipal to a state university. The Health Science Campus has had 2, the first used by the Medical College of Ohio, and the second commemorating the change to the Medical University of Ohio. Our current seal was adopted at the time of the merger between UT and the Medical University of Ohio. The shield within the seal combines elements of both institutions. Dr. Gaber, as we look back at our history and the collaborations that have brought us to this point, we see a bright, transformational, and wonderful future, and we are thrilled you are leading us to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Keith. Please join me in welcoming Catherine Martineau to the podium. As its president, Catherine will offer greetings on behalf of the UT Alumni Association and all of the university's alumni.
President Gaber, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends. As president of your Alumni Association this year, it is my honor to represent the association's International Board of Trustees and its more than 140,000 graduates of this wonderful institution. In welcoming Sharon Gaber to our alma mater, in less than 3 months, Dr. Gaber has left an indelible mark on the alumni and the friends she has met here in Toledo and places like Washington, D.C. and Little Rock, Arkansas. Her genuine warmth, approachability, and ability to aspire and bring out the best and bring people together to help make decisions which are in the best interests of the university is something for which we can all be grateful. We look forward to working with you, Dr. Gaber, in sharing your exciting message and in helping to grow this institution for the benefit of those who follow in your footsteps. Your legacy is our legacy. President Gaber, please know that you have the support of the Alumni Association, its leadership, its tens of thousands of members and volunteers. We are so proud to be working with you side by side. On behalf of the Alumni Association, please accept this specially commissioned work created by a former UT student, Homer James Urito.
Thank you for that warm welcome. Now I'd like to welcome UT Foundation Board of Trustees President Gary Leidig to the podium to provide the UT Foundation's greetings.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here today. President Gaber, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, students, alumni, and friends. The University of Toledo Foundation and its Board of Trustees is very pleased and excited to welcome you, Dr. Sharon Gaber, to our campus as this institution's 17th president. Like President Gaber, the mission of the UT Foundation is to secure the future for the University of Toledo. We both are simply caretakers for the generations of leaders yet to come. Your University of Toledo Foundation is guided by a commitment to integrity, respect, and transparency. And I'm especially pleased to tell you that these words also fittingly describe our new president. She is truly a leader who values open and honest engagement, fully realizing that it's the best way to uplift and transform our community. From the time that she set foot on this beautiful campus as candidate Gaber, and I was honored to meet her in that first session, Dr. Gaber made it clear that it was her goal to increase philanthropic donations to the university. She truly understands that in order to grow this institution and provide greater opportunity for our students, faculty, and staff, private support will be crucial. Dr. Gaber, the UT Foundation's Board of Trustees and staff are thrilled to have the opportunity to work with you to continue to improve the foundation as it serves the university and its students. Finally, President Gaber, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Toledo Foundation, in addition to welcoming you today, it's my pleasure to present you this teardrop-shaped glass piece with blue and yellow ribbons created by local artist Matthew Haskett. I hope you have room on your bookshelf and walls for all this stuff.
Thanks, Gary. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the Honorable John Carey, Chancellor of the Ohio Department of Higher Education. Chancellor Carey, we are so pleased to have you join us on this very important day.
Thank you. It is a great honor to be here today to take part in the investiture of the 17th President of the University of Toledo, Dr. Sharon L. Gaber, and I welcome all who have joined us in this wonderful occasion. On behalf of the state of Ohio and all of our partners in higher education, we value Dr. Gaber's leadership and look forward to the impact that she will have not only on the University of Toledo, but also the state of Ohio and beyond. Our university and college presidents are working together toward the common goal of providing Ohioans with the education they need to live a full and prosperous life, and Dr. Gaber is and will continue to be an invaluable resource in that endeavor. Dr. Gaber, I know that we will provide you as president of the University of Toledo with many challenges, but I look forward to the opportunities that you will present to us collectively and personally to change lives in Ohio and beyond and make the world a better place. Congratulations.
So, Dr. Gaber, I hope you know that many people, colleges, and administrative units across the university were eager to welcome you today. And we couldn't fit everybody on the podium, but we wanted to give them an opportunity to send their well wishes.
Of adult and lifelong learning. Welcome, President Gaber.
From the College of Communication and the Arts, we welcome Dr. Gaber.
From the Judith Erb College of Education, welcome Dr. Gaber.
Welcome to the University, Dr. Gaber, on behalf of the College of Engineering.
On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff of the UT College of Business and Innovation, where we develop lifelong leaders for the world of business, we congratulate you, Dr. Gaber, on your inauguration, and we wish you all the best. Go Rockets!
Hi, I'm Mario Cusay, and from the entire food and nutrition team, here we go! 1, 2, 3, go Gaber!
Dr. Gaber, we are UT Health Ambulatory Care, and we want to welcome you to Ohio. We are so glad that you're here, and we hope your first few months here have been amazing. Welcome.
Dr. Gaber, welcome to the University of Toledo from the College of Graduate Studies.
On behalf of the Toledo Rockets, welcome Dr. Gaber.
Go Rockets!
From the College of Health Sciences, welcome Dr. Gaber.
Go Rockets!
On behalf of the Toledo Rockets, welcome Dr. Gaber.
Go Rockets!
The College of Law welcomes you to the University of Toledo, Dr. Gaber.
From the rocket scientists in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, welcome Dr. Gaber.
On behalf of Medical Student Council, welcome to the University of Toledo, Dr. Gaber. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Gaber, from the College of Nursing. Go Rockets!
On behalf of the Toledo Mudhens and the Toledo Walleye, just wanted to welcome Dr. Gaber to Toledo, Ohio and the University of Toledo.
College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences.
Welcome, Dr. Gaber.
Welcome, Dr. Gaber, from the Tech Transfer Group at the university, several entrepreneurial faculty, and students who are participating in the tech transfer process.
Welcome, Dr. Gaber. We're delighted you're here. The Toledo Museum of Art and all in the arts in the region will welcome you with your students and faculty from the University of Toledo. Welcome.
On behalf of the College of Languages, Literature, and Social Sciences, we welcome you, Dr. Gaber.
Go Rockets!
On behalf of U College and all of the success coaches at the University of Toledo, congratulations and welcome Dr. Gaber. TOL!
EO!
Welcome President Gaber from Environmental Services.
Congratulations, Dr. Gaber from the nurses at UTMC.
On behalf of residents and fellows in graduate medical education, welcome Dr. Gaber.
Hi Mom, we're so proud of you and extremely happy to be here.
And we just want to let you know that we're your 3 biggest fans other than Augie.
And we're really excited because not many people get to have a cool mom as you.
TOL?
EDO!
Okay, that was awesome, guys. So I don't know how many of you know this. When Dr. Gaber did her first visit to campus, I do believe it was the coldest day of the winter last year. And we promised her that it's not like that all the time. So now we've got beautiful weather outside and the warmest people. So thanks to all of you who participated. That was really fantastic. Thank you. And now we'll have a musical presentation by the University of Toledo Concert Chorale, accompanied by Christina Montre. Thank you very much. That was beautiful. UT's standing today is thanks to the leaders who have helped us create the foundation upon which we will build a new University of Toledo. At this time, I would like to recognize the former University of Toledo presidents here with us today. Please stand as I introduce you to be recognized. Dr. Amira Gohara. Dr. Gohara served as interim president of the Medical College of Ohio from May 2002 until November of 2003. Dr. Nagi Naganathan. Dr. Naganathan served as interim president of the University of Toledo from July 1st, 2014 until June 30th of 2015. Dr. Daniel Johnson. Dr. Johnson served as president for the University of Toledo, the 15th president, from July 1st, 2001 until June 30th, 2006. And Dr. Lloyd Jacobs. Dr. Jacobs served as the president of the Medical College of Ohio from November of 2003 until June 30th of 2006. On July 1st of 2006, he became the University of Toledo's 16th president. To all of the presidents emeriti and the former UT leaders here with us today, and to those who could not join us, please accept our gratitude for your wisdom, your energy, and leadership that has kept this institution moving towards greatness. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague and my friend, Trustee Joe Zerbe, who served as the chair of the Presidential Search Committee as well as the chair of the Board of Trustees for the previous 2 years. Joe is kind enough to share with you why we were so impressed with Dr. Gaber.
In March, I had the good fortune to introduce Sharon Gaber to the University of Toledo as its next president. At the time, I said that this university and this community needed a transformational leader who could elevate the university on a national stage and propel this institution to the next level. In the nearly 3 months she has been on the job, I'm more convinced than ever that we have found this leader. Last year, I had the unique opportunity to lead this university as chair of the Board of Trustees and chair of the Presidential Search Committee. Comprised of an outstanding group of UT faculty, staff, and students, and supporters, as well as members of the community, the search committee spent many hours before and during candidate interviews making sure one of the most important tasks a university undertakes was done well. As a committee, we were able to bring to campus truly outstanding finalists, each higher education leaders with much to offer a university, but it quickly became clear that Sharon Gaber was the ideal choice for this university. In response to the Board of Trustees' call for transformative leadership, Dr. Gaber pointed to her record of transformation during 6 years as Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the University of Arkansas. A 40% increase in enrollment, while student academic preparedness and student diversity both increased. Increases in research funding, graduation rates, and a faculty-led online education and board experience in university philanthropy. By her first day on the job, Dr. Gaber has been engaged with the university for months, meeting with campus community and elected leaders. She has been proactive in reaching out to students and is using their accomplishment as the primary measure of UT's success moving forward. She is engaging faculty and staff to make sure our collective efforts remain centered on student achievement. And President Gaber's background in urban planning comes at a crucial time for the city of Toledo, as UT looks to partner with the public and private sectors to strengthen our region's economic development, its cultural benefits, and our national reputation. The Board of Trustees has made clear our expectations, and it seems clear to me that President Gaber is determined to surpass them. Chairman Spire, it is my honor to introduce the 17th President of the University of Toledo, Dr. Sharon Gaber.
Okay, now this is the part I think you all came to see. Please be seated. On October 12, 1872, 7 individuals drafted the Articles of Incorporation for the new Toledo University of Arts and Trades. Sarah R.L. Williams, W.H. Scott, Charles W. Hill, E. Maycomer, W.H. Raymond, Frank J. Scott, Jessup W. Scott. The Articles of Incorporation for the Charter of our institution are found in this bound copy of the trustees' record, which resides in the archives of the Carlson Library. By symbolically accepting this charter, you signify your intention to carry forth the mission of the University of Toledo and your loyalty to an institution founded by forward-thinking individuals nearly 150 years ago. Sharon L. Gaber, by virtue of the statutes of the state of Ohio relating to state universities and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Toledo, I now declare you publicly its president and endow you with the rights, powers, privileges, and prerogatives appurtenant to that office. I hereby install you as the 17th president of the University of Toledo. Okay, off record, off script, that could be one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and my pleasure to present to you the 17th President of the University of Toledo, Sharon L. Gaber.
Well, thank you to everyone for joining us here today. And on behalf of the university, thank you for the gifts presented here today. Thank you, Trustee Zerbe, for your kind words, your guidance, and your support since I was named in March, and particularly since I began in July. I'd also like to thank Board Chair Sharon Spire and the members of the Board of Trustees for all you do for the University of Toledo. I want to acknowledge and thank the former presidents and their families with us today, as well as all of the elected and government officials who have joined us. I'd also like to thank all of the delegates joining us from universities across the nation and the state, including those from universities I have attended or worked for. I'm honored that you're here. I want to say thanks to my friend Mary Ellen Mazie, president of Bowling Green State University, for being here. I want to thank the members of my family, especially my children, who I didn't know you'd see in that video, but you did see in that video, Allison, Jennifer, and Peter, as well as my siblings and my very close friends who have traveled to Toledo to share this special moment with me. I'd like to take a moment to recognize my mother, Eileen, who passed away in 2009 and raised 3 kids as a single parent. She was a strong supporter and encourager of her children, and she would have been very proud to be here today. Most of all, I want to thank all of you, the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and donors of our University of Toledo for everything you do every day to make UT great. It's an honor to serve as your president. In 1872, Jessup Scott founded the Toledo University of Arts and Trades. Civic-minded, Scott saw the value that a well-educated workforce would add to the entrepreneurial spirit growing in the city of Toledo. Nearly 150 years after our founding, the University of Toledo continues to transform Toledo and enhance our standing on the national stage. When I was first contacted about the UT presidency, the potential embedded in the simple fact of a university named after its city intrigued me. The more I investigated, the more impressed I was with what I learned about the region, the city, and the University of Toledo. Toledo's Art Museum enjoys a national reputation. Toledo's Mud Hens are one of the strongest minor league baseball franchises in the country. The Toledo Zoo was recently ranked as the best in the United States. We have high-quality health care, a strong transportation industry, and advanced manufacturing. And we have a Midwestern attitude and resiliency, that combination of a strong work ethic and a friendly demeanor that is so important for our future success. The University of Toledo is an anchor institution of this community and has the opportunity and the responsibility to move beyond rhetoric to create a community positioned to embrace and mold our own future. It is critical that we seize this moment. I know I'm new to this city, but I think this fresh perspective enhances my ability to see the outstanding quality of life that Toledo offers. And as an urban planner, I also see that each of these organizations and industries, and the hundreds more that I've not mentioned, represent pieces of a larger puzzle. As we put these components together, we create a larger picture of what the future of our community looks like. And we advance our region and elevate the quality of life for all in Northwest Ohio and beyond. The University of Toledo has an important role to play in this mosaic. As one of the most comprehensive universities in the country, UT has more potential partners than most. Law, medicine, pharmacy, business, engineering, the health sciences, nursing, education, the arts, the humanities, the social sciences, the natural sciences. A lot of universities offer some or many of these fields. The University of Toledo offers all of them. As someone who studies cities professionally, I've seen universities that turn their backs on their communities. They build barriers, both metaphorical and sometimes even physical walls, to avoid the complexity that comes from interactions with neighborhoods. They see themselves as apart and separate. At the University of Toledo, our neighbors will find no fences as they seek to engage us. The successes of UT and Greater Toledo are inextricably linked. Our fortunes rise and fall together. The wealth of knowledge at UT is vast. We have experts in fields of study ranging from star formation to algal blooms, from neurology to puppetry performance, and from constitutional law to supply chain management. This expertise is stitched into the fabric of the community. Many of our relationships throughout the region are rich and mature, and even more are emerging. We are diverse and must embrace and encourage even more diversity of both people and ideas. We must reflect Toledo and Northwest Ohio and embrace its strengths. This is a university of us. And the benefits of these partnerships are mutually rewarding. Some examples. The international reputation of the Toledo Museum of Art strengthens our art education, which is housed next door in the Center for Visual Arts. The College of Engineering's mandatory co-op experience, one of only 8 in the nation, integrates on-the-job education for our students with businesses across the region. The new academic affiliation between ProMedica Health System and the UT College of Medicine and Life Sciences will fundamentally transform clinical education, research, and biomedical economic development in Northwest Ohio. And you'll find our professors' research and ideas not only in books and journals, but in our actions and outreach, locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. For example, UT is home to one of the foremost experts on human trafficking. Her research has helped change Ohio laws, and she and her team rescue survivors of this abuse. And a wetlands restoration project completed this year is pulling chemical runoff and bacteria out of the Maumee River and allowing families to enjoy swimming in Lake Erie again. And I'm learning more every day. In my first months, I've spent time, and will continue to spend time, visiting UT's faculty and colleges and learning about their academic strengths. I have met with the students that they are teaching and the alumni who thrive thanks to their UT education. I have seen their passion for this institution, for this region, and for the future we can create together. In my conversations with UT trustees, faculty, staff, students, and community leaders, I hear a shared vision for the future of the University of Toledo. To reinforce a strong and vibrant academic core, to commit to research and the creation of new knowledge, and to recruit the best students, faculty, clinicians, and researchers. And I see this same future. And I see these conversations as input, and this is a vital first step in a participatory planning model. But a strong university can only exist in a strong and thriving community. I see a crescendo of momentum in Toledo, and we must work together to continue accelerating this progress. I mentioned earlier the potential embedded in a university named for its city. Consider the company that UT keeps among urban universities across the nation that are named for their cities. The University of Louisville, the University of Memphis, the University of Cincinnati, the University of Houston, the University of San Francisco, Tulsa University, New York University, the University of Pittsburgh, and I would argue, most importantly, the University of Toledo. Our name is not incidental or casually chosen. We're part of a proud tradition of institutions that are advanced regionally and nationally through engagement with their communities. To best position ourselves locally, regionally, and nationally, let me share with you a call to action for the University of Toledo. First, it will be my top priority to work with the university community and regional organizations to elevate UT's reputation on the national stage. This is not one person's task. Please don't ever be shy about sharing your successes and accomplishments and those of your UT colleagues. As a university of us, our strength comes from the chorus of many voices. Second, we will increase the numbers and the academic preparedness of students enrolling at UT, and we will make sure they graduate. First to second year student retention has increased by about 2 percentage points in each of the past 2 years, which is a good start toward improved graduation numbers. Let's commit to do not only the right thing for our students, but the extra thing. Ensuring student success is the job of every single member of this community. Third, we will increase externally funded research and research expenditures, and we will embrace the importance of faculty scholarship. As a doctoral research university, it's the job of our faculty to discover new knowledge, in collaboration with our undergraduate and graduate students and pass that on to society. We have done this, and we will reinvigorate this effort. Fourth, we will dramatically increase our fundraising efforts for student scholarships, endowed professorships, new and renovated facilities, and university initiatives. As I look around, it's wonderful to see so many university supporters. This is a great indicator of the passion so many of you have for this institution. And fifth, we will ensure that a UT education stays financially accessible for students by reducing administrative costs. We will continue to be responsible stewards of our public resources. And embedded within all of these priorities is an ongoing commitment to increasing and celebrating the strength created by our diversity. Now, I assure you that I have no illusions that we will accomplish all of our goals overnight. This call to action is for the next era of our university. Some of the relationships between the universities and the cities I named can provide a template for success. A collaborative spirit requires few resources and can immediately result in truly tangible benefits. UT is one of the most comprehensive universities in the country, so no matter which school our football team is defeating on any given Saturday, and no matter what other schools you are watching as you wait for the Rockets game to start, they most likely don't have all of the strengths and assets that we have here. And with a strong business community and nonprofit sector eager to hire current UT students for internship opportunities and new UT graduates for promising careers, we begin to create the sort of constructive economic cycle that retains young professionals and lifts Toledo and the university with each rotation. To paraphrase a quote from educational activist Jeffrey Canada, no one is going to come in and do it for us. We must decide to ascend. I hope that you will join me in that decision and that we work together so that the University of Toledo and Greater Toledo will ascend. In the coming months, UT will begin a strategic planning process to flesh out the initiatives and programs needed to advance the 5 goals. Such strategies are only successful with significant and substantive input from internal and external constituents. Being inaugurated as the 17th president of the University of Toledo marks the beginning of a new era. And while I rarely emphasize it, I am proud to be the university's first female president. Thank you. I recognize the responsibility that comes with being first in any leadership role, and I commit to you that I will work hard to meet that responsibility. Today in the audience are women who are or who will become presidents, CEOs, or other leaders in their chosen professions. I hope my role here helps encourage leadership in others. As this new era takes shape, I would ask everyone in this arena and in this community to add one more essential ingredient that is key to the success of UT and Toledo: a sense of urgency. UT has accomplished a great deal, and we begin this new era on a strong foundation, and I'm excited by the accomplishments still to come in student success, in advancing research, and in increased philanthropy. But as no strong university sits idle, UT must always work to set a faster pace. Ours will not be a linear path. The road toward progress is uneven, and from time to time there will be obstacles. We're ready for those bumps in the road. But when you look back at UT's recent positive history, you see the skyward trajectory. This is a new day, and the transformation process must begin anew. This is a university of us. I need all of us to embrace this moment to move forward. We have challenges and opportunities, and I encourage us to overcome the challenges and seize the opportunities. I am honored to be the 17th president of the University of Toledo and humbled by the outpouring of support I've received. Consider the words of former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. One's philosophy is not best expressed in words. It is expressed in the choices one makes, and the choices we make are ultimately our responsibility. I ask that you choose to walk with me on this journey, and I believe together we will achieve the remarkable for this university and this community. Thank you, and go Rockets.
Thank you, President Gaber. Thank you, President Gaber, for your leadership, your inspirational and aspirational message. The University of Toledo has bright days ahead, and it is the people in this arena and at this university who will ensure we answer that call to action that has been laid before us. So also please join me in a round of applause for the outstanding music performed today by our Department of Music, our students, and our faculty. So on a personal note, I am absolutely thrilled that Dr. Gaber chose us. And we welcome you, and we are very proud to have you as our 17th president. Now, I would ask you all to rise for the singing of the alma mater, which will be led by the concert chorale. After the alma mater, the platform party will march back through the center aisle for the recessional. Faculty, delegates, and students are asked to proceed up the side steps into the West Concourse for the reception. West. All other are asked to take their seats after the alma mater has concluded and to remain seated until the platform party, faculty, delegates, and students have departed. Everyone is invited to attend the reception immediately following this ceremony in the West Concourse of the arena to celebrate the inauguration of Dr. Gaber.